everybody. Thanks for stopping by Killer Off-Road Hobbies, your one-stop shop for RC fun. Let's do this. Hello and welcome, Killer Off-Road Hobbies fans and everybody else that is watching this. This is going to be another my thoughts and full review video, and today we are focusing on the ECX four-wheel drive brushless Ruckus from Horizon Hobbies. Now this is a 1/10 scale four-wheel drive monster truck that comes 2S capable with a brushless system that is a dynamite taser system. Basically we're just going to go over this truck, talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly, and at the end of it I will tell you exactly what I think of this truck and if I do recommend it. Now I'm going to throw some running footage in as well, so let's just dig into this thing. So it does come with these Shootout MT all-terrain tread style tires. The rubber compound actually feels really nice. As far as I can tell, they do pretty good on most surfaces that I've ran this on. The loose top layer on a hard packed bottom surface, nothing really does too well on that, but they just do good in loose dirt and grass and things of that nature, and they do pretty good on actual asphalt or tarmac, whatever you want to call it. So the tires are relatively good. I do like the look of them, how they have like the white lettering on the outside. The rims look pretty cool as well. Now getting to the look of the body has been pretty resilient. It has taken a couple pretty hard hits and it is still good. I do like the color scheme, the Cal Air hood. You know, it's been a solid body and it does have a little bit of damage, but all in all, for the abuse this thing has taken, I think this body has done well. Now moving to the truck, I'm going to go over what's in here now and then talk about what came in here stock. So starting from the rear, you have fixed camber links and your typical H-arm, so nothing is adjustable. Your shocks are mildly adjustable with having preload clips on them. They do have aluminum caps, and the suspension feels pretty good out of the box. I haven't tuned it or anything. It jumps well, it handles well on rough terrain, so I haven't really done anything with that. You know, it's basically all plastic on this thing. You know, it's got a nice intricate chassis layout, so it is pretty resilient. The bumpers, the rear has been good. The front I did break, and it does have the AVC, so if you need, you know, if you're a newcomer to the hobby or whatever, you can use that to help you drive. I haven't had any problems with the servo at all, so that's good. And I do believe the electronics that come in this thing are waterproof. Okay, so coming to what came in this thing, you have this 540 size 3300 kV taser motor from Dynamite, as well as this 45 amp 2S Lipo capable ESC from Dynamite as well. Now when I first got this truck, it really was underwhelming. I mean, this truck is $360, ready to run. It does come with a nickel metal hydride, which, you know, running this thing on 2S was less than impressive for it being a brushless, almost $400 four-wheel drive monster truck. So here's a little bit of 2S Lipo running footage. It looks like it's going faster than it actually is. This thing tops out at about 26 miles per hour, which is the same as the HPI jump shot. So it's not overly impressive, and considering this thing costs $120 more than the HPI jump shot, it leaves a lot to be desired. I mean, it is fun. You can have pretty good fun with it. It will clear, you know, small to medium small jumps. But for a $360 truck that is brushless, I would expect a little bit more. But I do see how people could have fun with this. So I decided to go ahead and put a 3S capable ESC in this thing. Because I think it topped out at about 26 miles per hour stock on 2S. I didn't even run it on the nickel metal because, you know, if it only hit 26 on a 2S Lipo pack, it wasn't going to do more than that on a nickel metal. So, you know, I put 3S in this. It was really, 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 really fun. So here we are on 3S. And yes, this is $360 worth of fun right here. I had an absolute blast driving this thing on 3S. Plenty of power, plenty of speed, and yeah, it just rips. Whole new truck, tons of fun for anybody, seasoned hobbyist, newcomer. Be careful, newcomer, but yeah, backflips on command. You know, everything was just awesome. I had a ton of fun with this truck on 3S. If it came like this out of the box, I would absolutely love this truck. This truck would be crazy, crazy amazing. As you can see, it's getting good air, it's got good speed, good power, double backflip. Who would have thought about that?
Yes.
But it all went wrong.
Oh man, it's 211 degrees. I'm guessing that motor is probably dead.
And then this little guy, this Taser motor, got up to over 200 degrees Fahrenheit. I haven't even ran this motor since then. I think it's still fine. I don't think I messed it up, but that is really, really hot. 200, you know, 180 is danger zone. So, you know, you can run 170. You know, that's worry zone, but you can do that. 180 is starting to get a little iffy. You know, the 190s is definitely, you need to shut it down, let it cool off, get yourself a heat sink and a fan. But 2 and 2 plus, that is just not good. That is not good at all. So, basically, the system that came in this thing is totally underwhelming. The motor does have plenty of power on 2S to be fun for a newbie or somebody with little experience, or if you just want to be able to bash around and not clear huge jumps or anything like that, but be able to do small jumps and kind of just drive around in the grass and stuff. I think that would be you know, this system that comes in it, this Taser system from Dynamite, I think it would be sufficient for that. But if you're a hobbyist that, you know, wants a little bit more, wants a little bit of speed, wants to be able to pull off a backflip or whatever, I mean, this will not do it. You're going to have to upgrade the electronics in this truck. Now, pulling this back off, I did just basically take the electronics that I took out of my Turnigy Trooper. This is a 60 amp waterproof ESC that is 2 and 3S capable, and this is 2080 kV 540 size brushless motor, and it's running a 12 tooth pinion right now. Now, this thing with this system that's in here will not get the speeds that it had on 3S with this, but I can run this system on 3S all day long and not have heat issues. So I'm sacrificing a little bit of power by putting the system in here, but I can run 2 or 3S all day long without having to worry about my motor being over 200 degrees. But like I said, with the lower kV rating of this motor versus the 3300 kV rating of this motor, this is going to be a slower setup, but a way more reliable setup. And this is a way better speed-wise than this Taser setup on 2S. So another problem I had with this truck is it doesn't jump very well either. Well, here's a little bit of the jumping frustrations I had with this truck. You have to stay 100% on the throttle in the air, and it's not just the ESC, because 2 different ESCs were put in this truck and they both acted the same. Full throttle or bust. Along with all the other stuff, I mean, relatively poor durability, I would say, and you know, just not being very fast, very powerful, you know, just not being a very decent truck for the price. Along with all of that, it doesn't fly very well. It actually flies pretty horribly. It tends to nose down like really hard. So as far as durability, this truck did okay.
Ooh.
You know, I broke a few things. I did break the front bumper mount. The front bumper didn't break, and the little skid plate that goes underneath the chassis didn't break. It was just the front bumper mount from a couple really hard front landings. And then I did strip out a wheel and a wheel hex on, I believe this tire. Yeah, I think it was this tire. And, you know, I had to buy a set of wheels and tires, just 2 of them. It was about 30 bucks, because just to get one wheel would have been difficult. I would have had to buy a set. I would have had to unglue and then reglue it to the new wheel. I figured it was just easier to get a mounted set and pay just a little bit more money. And I also did get the upgraded aluminum 12 millimeter hexes. So it's got the aluminum hexes, and that was all I really did to upgrade this thing outside of the electronics. You know, we can't talk about this remote, but I have had this transmitter so many times, and I just really wish Horizon Hobby would just, you know, just upgrade this to something else. Even the big brother of this, the one with the nice rubber grip handle and the red highlights on it, would be better, because this thing being plastic, all plastic, it just, I mean, it's a good transmitter, but I'm not a fan of it. It's big, it's clunky, it doesn't have a whole lot to offer. It does only run on 4 AA's. It has good range. I want to see something else, especially when you buy something, you know, higher dollar from Horizon Hobby. They're just throwing that same transmitter in with every single kit you get from them, and I would really like to see a change in that. So now getting to my thoughts on this truck. Like I said in the beginning, this truck retails for about $360 ready to run. With my experience with this truck, I would have to say that is way overpriced. You can get a 10 times better RC in the FS Racing Victory X, which is 4-wheel drive, brushless, waterproof, comes ready to hydroplane, 4-wheel drive. I would say better, way better durability than this thing, and that you can get that for 200 bucks to your door. Also, that's little brother, just the FS Racing Victory, not the Victory X, but the Victory, the 4-wheel drive FS Racing truck that would be pretty much the same thing as this, is going to do you much better, and it is $160 ready to run to your door. So paying almost $400 for this truck, I think, is absolutely ridiculous. Only being 2S capable, having heat issues, and just all around not being that great of a truck. I really cannot, with a clean conscience, say this thing is a good buy to anyone. So, basically my conclusion on this truck is it is not worth the money, and I would not recommend it to a newcomer or to a seasoned hobbyist. You've got to do too much, too quick, to make this truck fun. The 26 mile an hour out of the box on 2S is just pathetic for a truck that is almost $400. I didn't do speed test back when I had the Victory X, but that thing would blow this truck out of the water, hands down. Comparable tires, if you were to put these tires on the FS Racing Victory, that thing would just blow this truck out of the water for $160 less. Now, for the price of this, you could get both FS Racing Victories. You could get the normal one that comes with monster truck tires, and you can get the X that comes with paddle tires and is designed to hydroplane, and it does it very well. So that's going to be my thoughts on the ECX Ruckus. It's just an overpriced, basically toy grade RC to me. I don't even know why they threw this taser brushless system in this thing. It is not, this thing having monster truck tires, being four-wheel drive, it's just not enough. Not enough for this truck. So yeah, I'm just going to leave it there. This truck is not worth the money you pay for it. I would not recommend this truck. And sorry to those who haven't seen this yet but already purchased this truck. Yeah, no bueno, ECX Ruckus. Alrighty, so that's going to conclude this video. Go ahead and give it the old thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you didn't. Stay tuned to Killer Off-Road Hobbies. We got a ton more coming at you. We have a ton more coming at you. I've got new stuff rolling in. Yeah, everything's awesome right now. Everything's just going smooth. You guys are awesome. All the people watching my videos, supporting me. Check out the description if you are interested in possibly getting a t-shirt. There's a link down there. Also, if you want to get in on any ongoing or upcoming raffles, go ahead and check out the description. There's a link in there as well. Alrighty, so that's going to be it for this review from Killer Off-Road Hobbies. Get out there, get an RC, go have some fun, and we'll see you next time. Peace!